We're going to go through Redemption Song today by Bob Marley and the Wailers. The song consists of 4 parts: the intro, the verse, the chorus, and the instrumental. Let's start with the intro. The intro is a single note plucking riff. It repeats twice. It's slightly different the second time through, and it does feature 4 hammer-ons and a pull-off. First, though, I recommend getting to know this intro without the slurs and playing it straight, just plucked, and then adding those slurs, which are basically played as grace notes. So instead of being, they're real quick, so that this is still the primary note, but we have, you almost can pass by without hearing them or noticing them unless you're listening really carefully, but those are the details we want to get in eventually so it sounds just like the song. Okay, so here's the intro without the slurs. Here's the first time through. Then it repeats. And it leaves out that B. So it leaves out the B just before the last measure of the intro on the second time. Let me play that one more time, a little faster now. Second time through. All right. Now I'm going to put in the slurs and I'll play it slowly. So we have, so that first measure, you're doing a hammer-on from 5th string open to 5th string 2nd fret, but it's real quick. And then these notes should be staccato, meaning you're playing them very short instead of, so the first measure, then we get to the second measure. Right away we have 2 hammer-ons. So we're going from 5th string 2nd fret to 5th string 3rd fret, B to C, and that's a grace note. So instead of, it's just real quick. Same thing from D to E on 4th string open to 4th string 2nd fret, and then we have regular quarter notes D, B. So the second measure is, again, so if we put the first 2 measures together, again, then we get to the 3rd measure, no slurs. Again, 3rd measure. And then we get to the last measure, and this is actually at pull off here. So in the last measure, 4th measure, and this is a 4-measure introduction, we do a pull off from the C to the B, and those are even 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so if I put the whole thing together, this is the first time through. We have this. It's going to be slow this time. One more time. Okay, then Then the second time through, it's exactly the same, except the last note of the third measure, this B, right before it goes to the little wind down or walk down, that would be the last measure, he leaves out that B. So it's just, and it almost sounds like it's being plucked there too. It's a little hard to tell. So the second time through, you could either do or, but either way, you're going to leave out the B right before it. So this would be the second time through. Or you could do. All right, so here's the whole intro. Then it repeats. Then we get to the verse. E minor. Starts on G rather, G, and we do this strum that we've been working on. Down, down, up, down, up. That's one of our most common strums in pop and rock music. And we've got G, E minor, C, then we have a new chord, which is basically a transition chord, which takes us from the C to the A minor. And really all we're doing is leaving the first finger where it is, walking down the bass, so lifting off that third finger, and then putting our second finger on that 5th string 2nd fret B. And we're just gonna strum it. Now, ideally we're gonna block that 4th string so that we are only playing the notes C, E, G with a B in the bass. That's why we're calling it a C over B. There are other ways you can do this, and I've seen it written as a G over B. To me, this is what I hear. Going from this C to the C over B to the A minor. So this C over B chord is basically, sounds odd by itself, but it's serving as a transition chord between the C and the A minor. Hence we have, when you put it in context, it sounds really natural. So we've basically got that chord progression, G, E minor, C, C over B, A minor. And it just repeats essentially 4 times. Here's what it sounds like. We've got our strum on the G, then E minor. Now these are 2 strums each. A minor. All right, let's do that again. So we've got G, E minor, C, C over B, A minor, and it just does it 4 times in a row. Now the last time, it goes to a D. And then we go right into the chorus. So the chorus actually starts, "Won't you help to sing," while we're still strumming the D chord from the verse. And then we get into G when he sings the word sing. Won't you help to sing? C, this is the chorus. G, C, E minor, C, D, G, C, D, G. And then it goes goes to the second verse, which is the same chord progression as the first verse. I believe there are actually 4 verses, so let's go through the chorus again. So we're still strumming the D from the previous verse. Won't you help to sing? This is the chorus now. G, C, D. So you're breaking up those chords. C, D, then E minor. C, D, G. So when we're doing the C and the D in the chorus, we're not doing the full strum pattern of ba, 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 the down, down, up, down, down, up. We're going to instead break up the C and the D into basically 2 beats each or half a measure each. So this would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're breaking up the C into down, down, up, then a down, down, up. And then we go to the E minor and do the full strum. Again, breaking up the C and the D. And then back to the G. Okay, and then the last part of the song, so we've gone through the intro, the verse, the chorus. Now, after, I believe it's 2 choruses or 3, the third chorus. So we have intro, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. And then we have this instrumental part, which is, the chords are E minor, C, D. The chords are very simple. What's tricky about this is the strum. And it does that 4 times. So what he's doing is basically what we call blocking. So we're playing the E minor chord, and then we're immediately putting our left hand, not pressing down on the strings, because then we would get that, which sounds awful and is a completely different chord that we don't want. We just want to touch our fingers to the strings, like when we do a harmonic. But because when we're not over a fret wire that gives us a harmonic, it's just going to have this blocked sound, which is a great percussive sound on the guitar, and we use all the time in advanced strumming patterns. So what you're going to do, and this takes quite a bit of practice, but you're basically going to do block, block, block. All right. Let's talk about the right hand first. So if you notice, I'm just doing so the right hand is just down, up, 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 down, up. It's all in the left hand. Okay, that's a tricky one, so practice it really slowly. Slow down this tutorial as many times as you need. Watch some other tutorials on it. This is my presentation of the song. There are lots of them, I would imagine, on YouTube. This is how I hear it and how I teach it. So have fun with the song. It's a great song, and I hope you enjoy playing it.